Welcome back to Let's Play Shadowgate 2014. This is Big Los. We're gonna go back to the grand hallway. Now, I think I've figured out what to do in the library, so let's go back over there. And we have to go look at this bookshelf. Alright, so I think I'm gonna close these books here. And we are under some time constraints. I think I'm about to be killed by this curse if I don't do something about it. So I was looking for clues how to do this puzzle. I thought I would find a clue. Turns out I already had the clue in my inventory. So it's actually in the archive. So which one is it? Follow the path, that's it. So let's look at this. It says you are drawn to one particular passage. Follow the path that the ancients have left. The philosopher, the historian, the bard, and the priest. From Laelf Dritzlin to Heretic Serf, Dance with Bjorn to Elder Anham, Lilith Eyre along with Abner, and lastly, Ularoa provides the key. So those are all mentioned in these books here, and all of these things I have written down, so I know which one to do first. So if we look at, and we're pretty much going to have to look at all these books, but I've already done that, so I think I know most of the locations. So I think it's this one? Yeah. Laelf Dritzlin. So we're going to open that one first. Then we're going to look at, I think it's this one? Yeah. An exploration of thaumaturgy by Heretic Serf. So that's the next one. The third one, it's Dance with Bjorn. So I believe it's one of these over here. No, that's not it. Yeah, Dance with Bjorn. So we're going to open that one. The light from the torch begins to falter. Okay. Need another torch. Unfortunately, that's another move. Okay. I think the next one is over here somewhere. It's called Elder Anham, and that's it. So is it this one? No, it's the other one. The big one. Yeah. Okay, the next one we're looking for is called Lilith Eyre. So I think it's one of these. Cardus Rhymes. Lilith Eyre, there it is. Okay, the next one is called Abner. So I think it's one of these up here. Invention by Abner. Okay. And then the book that we placed here on the shelf, the one that had the keyhole in it, it says Ularoa, which was the last one mentioned, so we're going to open it. The book comes out a few inches before suddenly stopping with a click. A low rumble follows, and the bookcase to the right shakes a bit. Step back, watching as the bookcase slides away, revealing a passage to an adjoining room. Okay, so we should probably go in that direction. Alright, so we have a globe here and some fire pits. Looks like there's a mirror I think we're gonna need that. I'm not sure, but we're gonna take it. Okay. Now, let's look at the globe. This brass globe has the raised outlines of land features carved into it. The craftsmanship is uncanny. So, it's one of those, like, three-dimensional globes. Now, if we go into our inventory, we got this parchment in the last episode sometime. I forget exactly where, but this is a blank piece of parchment. So let's use this thing on the globe, and it'll become a map. Place the parchment over the top of the globe. The outlines of the continents from the globe appear through the paper and burn an imprint onto its surface. And now we have a map. Look at that. The parchment has an image of the continents of the world on it. However, everything seems backwards. Oh well, turn it around, I guess. Okay, so these fire pits, what do you do with the fire pit? You light them up. You set the contents of the fire pit alight. A weak fire greets you. Let's make it stronger. There's some wood here. You roll the log into the pit. The flames immediately leap into the air in a most supernatural way. With a crackle and pop, the fire elemental appears in the room, playfully flitting about the enchanted fire. So now we have another elemental that we can get. And I'm wondering if we can take this elemental, take it back to the spider room. Before the dragon's nest, there's a spider hanging out around here. I'm wondering if we take it here and let it go, if it'll melt the spider. I think I want to do that sometime. I want to see the spider get unfrozen and come down and eat me. Alright, where is that silver globe at? Oh, there it is. I was looking right at it. The snake would have bit me. Yeah, this one already has the lightning elemental, so why don't we just get rid of it? So we can get the fire elemental. Because we know where the lightning elemental is. Flash rolling. The lightning elemental escapes from the orb. Your hair literally stands on end as the creature winks into nothingness. I think we should assign this a number, actually. So, I don't know if we'll be using this sling or not, so I'm going to make that number 7. Grasping the silver orb in both hands, you advance on the fire elemental. There is a brief struggle before the artifact successfully pulls the entity inside. The surface of the orb now radiates an intense heat. Hey look, here is one of those runes. This rune glows with power. It is firmly attached to the stone floor. However, we learned a spell that I think will dislodge these things. So if we press P, it brings up the spell list. It's this one called runic. A sense of release, of detachment fills you as you stare at the glyph. Yes. So that's what we're going to use on the rune. Jet spell runic. Beam of light shoots from your outstretched hand, striking the rune. Within moments, the artifact pulsates with power and pops free. You look about before scooping it up and placing it carefully in your satchel. Otherwise known as a man purse. Alright, I think we should go back to where the genie is. And we'll show him this map that we created. You can also double click on these places to go without actually pressing G. So double click on that. Can't go that way. There we go. And hello, I'd like to go up. There we go. You gotta click on the stairs. Alright, here he is. An unexpected shiver climbs, climbs through your spine at the sound of a nearby unearthly cry. Here we go. Feel the Djinn's naked hatred when you step into the treasure-lined room. After a moment, the creature gathers itself and smiles. Perhaps the riddle is too difficult for ye. Do not give up on me now. So let's give him that map. Let's open up the archive by pressing A. And we'll use the map on him. With a knowing nod, the Djinn grins. Well played indeed. You are a hero worthy of the name. The creature gestures while creating a series of intricate movements, which in turn manifest into 2 torches that fly into your pack. This will help light your path. Well, I was kind of expecting more than that. Let's speak to him again. You clear your throat and nervously request another riddle. The creature sizes you up before responding. Indeed, so be it. This next riddle shall task your patience, but the reward is great. I am the beginning of sadness, and at the end of days. You cannot express happiness without me. Yet, I am in the midst of depression. I'm always in distress, yet never in trouble. You may find me in the sun, but I am never out of shadows. Bring to me the answer. That sounds hard. I am the beginning of sadness, and at the end of days. Okay, so would that be S? Beginning of sadness and end of days? You cannot express happiness without me. Yet I am in the midst of depression. Is this like a word puzzle? I'm at the beginning of sadness and at the end of days. This has got to be some type of word puzzle. So I'm guessing this is like an S. You cannot express happiness without me. So there's some type of letter that's in happiness. And yet I am in the midst of depression. And the letter is somewhere in the middle here. I'm always in distress. So there's a letter in here that we need. Yet never in trouble. So none of these letters are in the word. You may find me in the sun. So what is one of the letters in this word? But I am never out of shadows. Huh, interesting. Bring to me the answer. Alright, I'm going to think about this one for a second. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think I figured this out. So he's looking for the letter S because it's the beginning of sadness. There's an S, the end of days, S. And I express happiness without me, so there's S's in there. Yet I'm in the midst of depression. In the middle of the word depression are 2 S's. I'm always in distress. Yep, there's some more S's. Yet never in trouble. There's no S's in trouble. You may find me in the sun. There's another S. But I am never out of shadows. So there's another S. Bring to me the answer. So he's looking for an S. And I looked at something in my inventory. It says the length of root looks vaguely like the letter S. So we're going to use that on the genie. With a sign and nod, the Djinn responds, saying, "And so it is. You may be the one after all." With a series of intricate gestures, the creature produces a swirling ball of light that transforms into a purple potion, which flies into your satchel. This may prove the difference between life and death. Okay, we're going to drink that immediately. So let's find the potion and cells on it. You upend the bottle and gulp down the viscous liquid. Your body is immediately racked by a series of violent tremors, but after a moment, the episode passes. When your head clears, you realize that you are feeling much better, as if a dark pall has left your body. You are cured. Great. Now we no longer have the effects of the curse, but we need to get the rest of these runes that we have seen lying about the castle. Most of them are in the first part. Now we can have this guy transport us to the entrance, I guess. But I think we should explore a little bit more around here before we do that. Do you have any more clues? You clear your throat. More riddles, I mean. You clear your throat before asking for the next riddle. The creature takes measure of you before answering. This one may prove beyond your abilities. In comparison of a ghost am I. That's it? Comparison of a ghost am I? I think we should save before we try things on him. Okay, what's in our inventory that looks like that? A mirror? Services brass gilded handcrafted mirror slightly discolored. This hand mirror is framed in polished silver metal. Carvings of flying dragons adorn its handle. Small cube of compressed brown sugar, otherwise known as cane. No, that's not it. See, maybe it could be this. This a glass bottle. Comparison of a ghost am I. This glass bottle is empty. Speak to him again. Nervously ask the Djinn to repeat the riddle. It responds, perhaps you need some additional help. In comparison of a ghost am I, and often filled, yet frequently empty. And often filled, but frequently empty. Let's see if he can give us one more clue. No. Can we go up the stairs? As you advance towards the stairs, the Djinn speaks a single word in direction. At once, the room begins to spin, and you are magically transported from the room. Ah, wonderful. Well, I could load and go back, I guess. How am I going to get past that guy, though? What the hell? Alright, well, you know what? I think we should take this skull. No, not use it. What happens if we take... You cannot get your fingers around the edges of the skull to take it out. Perhaps there is another way. Alright, can we use our dirk to pry it out? Yeah, there it goes. With a small pop, you pry the skull free from its place in the arch. Oh boy. I gotta go back to where I wrote down. Oh wait, I don't need to, it's right here. I have the gear still. Okay, I think we should do the first one. So it's middle, up, and down. Middle, up, and down. Is that the one that I want to do? No, let's do this one because that's the waterfall. So it's down, middle, middle. Okay, so we're gonna hit that. Down, middle, middle. And then we need to put the gear back in there. Okay. Up. You punched the unyielding button several times. Perhaps the mechanism is not powered. No, perhaps we're just not pressing it correctly. Use thy cell phone with the button. What? I thought that was it. Perhaps the mechanism is not properly powered. Okay. Okay. It's reset. Let's try this again. Down. Middle. Middle. That's not it. I don't know why it's not working. I made it work before. Oh, maybe because the skull is not in the, maybe I wasn't supposed to take the skull. Let's go back. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's put the skull back. Just beyond the door seems to come alive. Okay, yeah, that's probably what turns it on. Alright, here we go. Let's try it now. Okay, so this thing won't work without that skull in that slot. Got it. Okay. So now the waterfall has been turned off. So let's head on over there. See, but if you put the skull in there, this thing prevents you from going that way. So that means I'm going to have to go back and get the skull anyway. Alright, let's go this way. And let us go in the cave. Get that. Get spell rooted here. A beam of light shoots from your outstretched hand, striking the rune. Within moments, the artifact pulsates with power and pops free. You look about before scooping it up and placing it carefully in your satchel. Let's do the same thing with the other one. Get spell rooted here. Beam of light shoots from your outstretched hand, striking the rune, and it is now in our inventory. Still don't know what this means. Symbols etched on the wall look like something from the Steps Magi. How are we going to be able to read these things? Don't know. Okay, since we're here, I'm gonna save. Because I want to go and try to unfreeze the spider. See if that does anything. See, if you look at the spider, then look at the map. See, now the spider is above the cellar. Let's use the fire elements. Oh yeah, number 7. My bad. Well, it didn't do anything. How are we gonna melt that spider out of there? Fire elements won't do it. Frosty pattern immediately encases the orb. Alright, let's go back. I don't feel like draining life from the torch because defaulter, of course it does. These torches are very limiting. I want to pop that skull out again. Derp, derp, derp. There it goes. Now the power's turned off. Go this way. See, now we can go this way again. Cool. Go down here. And we are in the mirror room. What are these things going on above these mirrors? Catch the movement behind your reflection. You jump back and surprise before looking around the room. Wait, open it. You run your fingers along the mirror's frame, looking for hidden latches or releases nothing. What's this? You know what? I think this might be the answer to the Djinn's riddle. Take that. Drop the file in your satchel. It says frequently empty. If it's cracked, it will always empty out, right? Can we walk through this mirror? You close your eyes and step into the mirror. Expect a collision never happens. Instead, the surface of the mirror gives way before you. Where are we now? Experience a moment of weightlessness. When you open your eyes, you're somewhere else. Some catastrophic event befell this inner keep, smashing the furniture to bits and opening the walls to the elements. You shudder at the devastation. Oh, here's another rune. The circular stone plate glows with power. Is also firmly attached to the wall. Not for long. Thank you. Shed spell Runic and is now in our inventory. Oh, what do we have here? Having been exposed to the elements for years, the tattered burlap is quite inflexible. You rummage through the sack, finding 2 scrolls, a skull, and a broken flute. Taking these, you then discard the sack. Okay, let's open up both the scrolls. You unroll the scroll, careful not to damage the paper. This is probably a spell. You nonchalantly unroll the parchment. Alright, let's read the first one. You read the words on the scroll. One particular word stands out from the rest. Chrysalis. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power. As you quickly write down the strange marking in your spellbook, the spell crumbles in your hands. You have learned a spell. What about the other one? You read the hastily scrawled message written on the scroll. I entrust this task to you, my friend. The one weapon that we cannot have the enemy lay his hands upon is the black axe. This item feeds off both fear and evil, and I believe that it would reap such havoc on what remains of our defenses. Alas, I know not where it lies. It is rumored to have struck down the great worm Analoth. Begin your search in the grottos. The grottos, okay. So that's where we're gonna find the black axe. Seek ye the black axe. Alright, so we could go into this mirror and go back. Or I guess we could just go through this door. I'm not really sure where we are. Teleport. Inner keep. Surrounded by the Gatekeeper Mountains, a lone keep sits in silent vigil on the summit of this snowy peak. Where are we? Not connected to the rest of Shadowgate. A series of snow-covered stones are set along the side of the tower, creating a precarious set of stairs and twists to the top of the keep. We go up the stairs. There we go. Sometimes double-clicking just doesn't work. You hug the weathered wall, occasionally slipping as you climb the stone steps. Stand on the top of the keep with a panoramic view of your surroundings. A huge column of wind spins violently, threatening to lift you off your feet. The huge whirlwind whips violently back and forth, pulling snow and debris from the valley below and launching it into the sky above. Huh. So what are we supposed to do here? Do we have anything in our inventory that one hole has been carved into it. This flute. What about this flute? Cracked and broken, this hand-carved flute has 3 holes carved into it. Maybe we should carve 2 more holes in the other flute since we just found this one. Right? And what's with this skull? Of all the skulls you've seen on this adventure, this is one of them. Gee, thanks. Using the knife, you expertly carve an additional hole in the flute. See, the other flute that was broken had 3, so let's put another hole. Using the knife, you expertly carve an additional hole in the flute. Place the flute to your lips, playing a melody that has been bouncing around in your head for hours. Calmed by the aria, the whirlwind quickly shrinks to a much smaller size. Triumphantly, you realize that this must be an air element. But that? The wisp-like creature spins and turns. It is as unsubstantial as air. So we're going to let the ice elemental go. And look at that. You hold the silver orb out before you. The element attempts to resist the artifact's magical power, but to no avail. With a rush of air, the fountain of air is sucked inside. Okay. So let's go back. And go to the door here. I guess we could go back to the... Admire the trim and fit figure you see in the mirror. Huh. Wait a minute. Can we go up these stairs? Noticing that the icy, treacherous stairs are in an advanced state of disrepair, you think better of climbing them. Okay, I guess we're not going that way. You run headlong into the mirror. Amazingly, the surface gives way. You trip and stumble as lights and vibrations fill your senses. When you come to, realize you've been transported somewhere else. Okay. So, let's go this way. We'll go this way. And there's another rune that we can get. Use the runic here, spell on it. Pop loose. Alright, now it's in our inventory. But wait a minute. We have another spell that'll make us lighter than air. feel unsteady on your feet when you concentrate on it, almost as if the earth were shaking. No, that's not it. No, I don't think that's magic. I don't think that's it either. Oh, maybe we're not supposed to cast a spell. Maybe we're supposed to do something else. Maybe the air elements will help us. Alright, let's go down here. Drop down into the sewer. Alright, let's go back. How do we get roped into this adventure? I don't know. Oh yeah, there's another rune here. Let's use that. Pushes forth. Striking the rune. Within moments, the artifact pulsates with power and pops free. You look about before scooping it up, place it carefully in your man purse. Alright. Here we are. See, we don't want to cross this bridge because it's certain death. Module. I wonder if that has anything to do with anything. Okay. So what's up with these runes anyway? Okay, so that's an eye. That's an eagle. That's a Triforce. 3 triangles stacked as a pyramid. Okay, squiggly lines means water. Circular stone plate is emblazoned with a glyph of stylized flame. Okay, so I'm going to use number 7 on myself. With a hiss and a puff of air, the air elemental escapes the orb. The wispy singularity momentarily lifts you off the ground as if you weigh nothing. Can we cross this bridge? Yes, we can. The elemental playfully lifts you into the air as you bound across the rickety bridge. Chiseled from the rock, this claustrophobic chamber has all the earmarks of crude dwarven craftsmanship. In the center, a large stone tablet stands, 12 slots carved into its face. So this is where we use the runes, huh? But which one goes where? I think this would be a good time to save. Man, which one would go where? Which one goes where? Does it even matter? I'm sure it does. What happens if we look at these things? This slot is much like the others, a perfectly carved circle within stone. Something is to be set within. Whoever carved this slot, whether human or dwarf, was a master craftsman indeed. See what happens if we put these all willy-nilly. I don't even know if I have all the runes. I don't know which ones go where. wish I had, like, a clue. You know, that would be nice. Carefully insert the rune to the slot. Yeah, I don't have them all. I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What happens if we use these chains? No. Let's use ourselves on the chain. Pull yourself up, testing the chains with your full weight. After swinging back and forth a few times, you drop back to the rocky floor, rubbing the rest from your hands. As soon as you pull on the chain, a wash of light fills the cave, emanating from the stone wall before you. As the light intensifies, you feel a release of tremendous power and then weightlessness. What does that do? Oh, crap. For a moment, you manage to open your eyes, realizing that you are now Riddles. Great. Now we're gonna have to get the air elemental again if we want to go back there. Is there something glowing here? Director not doing anything to the entrance. Alright, well, I think we should go back to maybe the center of the castle. I guess I'll just meet you over there. Okay, I'm back to... what is this place again? The study. Apparently, to make the fire elemental appear, we have to throw some of this wood into the fire, and looks like we're limited on the amount of times that we can do that. Roll the log into the pit, the flames immediately leap into the air in the most supernatural way. Alright, so now we have the fire elemental. Let's grab it. And we'll go back out of the room. And we'll go back to where the genie's tower is. Because there was another room up top here that had magical darkness in it. It was this one. One below the genie. Very darkness itself is alive. Alright, let's use the silver orb. Pull the silver orb from your satchel, pointed towards the darkness, and release the fire elemental. The singularity pierces the blackness, bursts a flame only to be countered by the dark energy. It's as if the two elementals are locked in immortal combat. Okay. So what is going on here? It looks like there's a rune up there by this tree. So I think we should use the Runeteer spell. Alright, we chant it. And it is now in our inventory. Very good. Now what's up with this mural here? Flames fill a section of the room only to be consumed by the darkness as the two elements battle each other. The chipped and faded image on the wall is dominated by a heroic figure in the foreground, blowing a horn in the midst of a huge battle. Maybe it's fake. Because of the chaotic lightning, strange elemental battle, you must judge your attack entirely, connecting with nothing but air. A blast of heat and flame penetrates the blackness. In response, a cold wave of sheer darkness envelops the light as the two elementals smash into the wall. And we're gonna have to find a torch. There we go. The two combat as light and darkness trade blows before the fight momentarily dies down. Several areas of the room reflect the aftermath of the confrontation. Oh, look at that. You successfully land a punch on the rock wall, causing it to crumble a bit, revealing something luminous just under the surface. They smash into the walls. Okay, now what? Do we hit this again? In what could only be described as a valiant effort, the flaming singularity explodes into a point of bright light. The darkness reels from the elementals below, smashing into the stone walls of the room as it flees. Uh-oh. Maybe we should use the... Oh, we have another rune that's a tree. We should use that hammer. Number 4. Violent impact leaves you dazed and confused. Swing the hammer at the crack in the wall and land a solid blow, loosening the stone, revealing a concealed metallic object. Aha! It's the horn. Fiery singular on the side of existence, leaving the acrid smell of sulfur and brimstone in its wake. Congratulations, you have earned the Novice Scholar achievement. What that means. Pull the lustrous metallic artifact from the damaged wall. Power flows from the instrument and courses through your fingertips and up your arms. You know beyond a doubt that this can only be the Platinum Horn, the legendary relic of summoning. Fire elemental now much dimmer materializes on the other side of the room and launches itself at the blackness. However, shadows quickly form, gathering into a physical ball of darkness that easily repels the flame. Oh, maybe we should just leave, huh? Oh, good luck. Okay. So we're back here with the genie. And I think I'm gonna save again. Perhaps the riddle's too difficult for you? Do not give up on me now. Alright. I'm going to use that cracked vial. That's it, right? It says you've chosen poorly. And guess where we are? We're back where we started. Okay. Nope. Let's go back in. Before we run out of torches. By the way, how many do we have? Not very many, I don't think. Yeah, we have 8 of them. You know, every time that you play this game, you get the sense, you know, that it's rushed. It's these time limits, you know? So, we can go through this door because it has, like, sparkles here. But this one has sparkles, too. Can we go through this door? Yes, we can. Where does this take us to? Close your eyes and walk right into the mirror. The expected smack does not happen. Instead, you feel the surface of the mirror give way. Experience a moment of weightlessness. When you open your eyes, you are somewhere else. This circular room appears to be used for storage. Unfortunately, it has been ransacked, perhaps by goblins. Well, I think I know where we are. Let's use the map. Hey! We're in the North Tower. By the observatory. Oh, that's awesome. Still don't know what's behind this door, though. Up here. Okay. back through the mirror here. Go into this other mirror. And I think we need to get the air elemental once more. Okay, let's go this way. And we'll go up the steps. We gotta play the flute again, huh? Okay. Where's that flute? There's our cell phone. And where's my elemental at? There it is. Okay, number 7. Get in my orb. Alright, let's go back. By the way, can we light this pyre over here? Flames lick the wood hesitantly before quickly spreading, engulfing the entire structure. Great. And we'll go back into the room. Back to where the mirrors are. Okay. We're gonna drop down here. And let's just go back. Back again. Okay, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna see what happens if you try to cross the bridge without using the elemental on yourself. Oh, we all know what's gonna happen. It's death. The bridge creaks and sways under your weight. Undaunted, you take 2 more steps before the frayed ropes and rotten planks give way, sending you reeling into the chasm below. Your screams echo and reverberate off the cavernous walls long after you hit the bottom with a sickening thud. And that's death for you.
Tales of your great sacrifice shall be told throughout the land.
Well, that's a new one. But they won't be able to tell anything because we failed and the Warlock Lord was able to summon the Behemoth and kill everybody, right? No, wait. We don't want that one. That's the autosave. Dang it. No, we want to go here. Load. Okay. Use this little orb on herself. Now we can go this way. And we have the runes that we've placed here, and we have one more. So let's place it on here. Okay. I don't know where these go, and if we choose the wrong one, pull the chain, we get sent to the entrance. And we have to do the whole thing over again. It sucks. But if I pull up my archive and look up this thing that says modules. See, there was a keystone outside that mentioned module. So maybe this would have some clue. When module's tail lights the northern skies, and the alignments are in apogee, then shall the eagle appear, watched over by the all-seeing eye. See, these sound like the runes that we found. The nourishment of water shall quench the tree, only to be overrun by fire. This sounds like a sequence that we're going to have to use. Majal's tail lights the northern skies. See, it Doesn't sound like we even need all of the runes according to this. Well, the nourishment of water shall quench the tree, only to be overrun by fire. We gotta pop these out individually, don't we? Man, okay. So, all these have to be popped out. Oh boy, this might take a while. Okay. I'm going to try some combinations based on the clues that were in that scroll. And I'm going to see if they work. And if one of them works, then I'll come back and show it. So I'll meet you back here. Okay, so after some safe scumming, yes, I'll admit it, I found that this particular combination works. That's the eagle over here. The eyeball is right here. The water's here, the tree's here, and the fire's here. Now, I'm not sure why it's like this when we read the scroll over here. The module's tail lights the northern skies, and the alignments are in apogee. Then shall the eagle appear, watched over by the all-seeing eye. So that's where I got that. We need the eagle, the eye. The nourishment of water shall quench the tree. Okay, so we need the water, the tree. Only to be overrun by fire. So I'm not sure why these are supposed to be in these positions here. But I could see why the water would be over the tree, and then the fire would be here, maybe. But I mean, it could be in any of those positions, right? I don't know. So I'm not sure why it's like this. It's, you know, trial and error, I guess. Now we can pull this chain, and I got some type of achievement when I did this called the Chosen One. You pull down on the chain with a jerk at once, the room fills with an ethereal light that emanates from the stone wall. A surge of energy quickly follows and in a flash fashions itself into an ancient thing of legend. A wooden stave, pulsing with a strange power, waits before you, suspended in the air. Alright, so this is something that we're going to need. And it looks like it's missing a piece. You run your fingers lovingly across the stave. The wood from which it is carved is unlike any you have ever seen. Slots near the top of the stave indicate that there may have been other pieces connected to it. Right. So it looks like it's missing something that looks like this, which we happen to have in our inventory. Nope, not that way. It is... somewhere around here. Oh, that's it right there. See, it looks kind of like this. The golden piece of wood pulsates with an ancient power. Use this on that. As if it is meant to be, a vine shoot from the golden thorn, wrapping itself into place at the top of the stave. Alright, so let's check out this thing that we got. Even though the golden artifact is securely wrapped upon the top of the stave, it still appears that a piece is missing. So we're missing something from it. And if we read the archives, it It says 5 to find, 3 are 1. So we've joined 2 into 1, but we're missing 1, the third item. 1 gives access the Bladed Sun. We have the Bladed Sun. It's that jewel. The Silver Orb to banish below. We have the Silver Orb. Staff of Ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the Golden Thorn. The last to invoke the Platinum Horn. Okay, so we have the Golden Thorn. We've attached it to whatever staff that was. I don't know if that was the Staff of Ages. We have another staff. I don't know if that's the Staff of Ages. This over here. An ancient symbol showing 2 griffins locked in deadly combat is crafted in this gem-encrusted scepter. That might not be it. I thought this was something for the end game. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's something that we don't need at all. I'm not really sure. Okay. So I think we should save here, just in case the bridge breaks on us. And it didn't. As you leave the chamber, the air elemental reappears and playfully lifts you across the rickety bridge. Stand at the edge of a lava-filled chasm, the remnants of the air elemental hovers about the rickety bridge. Oh, okay, so it's permanently there now? Yes, it is. Oh, I didn't have to go get it again. Alright. So let's... We should probably be ending the episode really soon. Let's go this way. And we'll go through this mirror, the 4th one. Okay, let's go. I guess we'll go down. Let's pick up the lightning elemental. It's out here. Number 7 on it. Yeah, we still haven't used it on anything. We haven't seen what's behind this door, have we? It's locked. Have we found any keys that we haven't used yet? The key fits and turns with a satisfying click. The door is now unlocked. Okay, open it up. Go this way. Whoa. This ornate chamber is dominated by a beautiful mosaic design on the wall. A large hole has been blasted in the floor, leading down into darkness. Uh-oh. And what is this thing? The mummified figure is dressed in regal garb with the design of a lion on it. You have little doubt that this is the legendary doomed King Duggan from the ancient courts of Stonehaven. What's this down here? This handwritten journal looks surprisingly new. The script is in refined cursive. You open the dusty tome. You glance over the page and read from an entry. The dwarves are proving difficult. I have pushed them day and night, excavating as my lord commands, but I fear that they may all perish before we reach our goal. I commanded Chief Gorka to bring goblins as they may resort to using those brutes for this work. And what about the statue over here? This once regal statue stands broken, badly damaged from some long past upheaval. Looks like it's supporting something up here. It's a load-bearing statue. You raise the hammer before bringing it down, cracking the stone visage here and there. Strike the statue with the hammer. It teeters and falls, followed by the sounds of several heavy wood ceiling beams crashing into the hole before you. Maybe we can climb down it now. No. Torch. There we go. Better. What about over here? This stone statue is sculpted to resemble a fabled knight of old. Can we break this one too? You swing wildly, striking the statue with the hammer. The impact sends a shockwave up your arm, jarring you to the bone. No, we can't. So what's down this crevice anyway? You lean over, peering past the huge wooden beam. The path downwards looks treacherous but manageable. So we'll climb down. Hey, we are now a spelunker. Achievement unlocked. With a deep breath, you scramble down the beam and into the shaft below. We've earned the spelunker achievement. Cave walls seem to be closing in. A momentary feeling of panic grips you as you ponder all the rock overhead. Okay, so we have two ways we can go. Let's go that way. A set of tunnels, each leading off in different directions. S needed here. Line this central cave. Oh, each leading off in a different direction. Derp, my bad. Yeah, it's late and I'm tired. Not even a Monster Energy drink is gonna help me read this any better. Check the map. So we're in the place called the Catacombs now, huh? Very interesting. Alright. But we are kind of running up on time here. Man, this game is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. You can usually get through the NES version in about an hour or less. You know, I've been playing this game for several hours now, and it doesn't even seem I'm anywhere close to the end. Wow. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this game if you like these type of point-and-click adventures, you know. Very interesting. The puzzles are very challenging. Anyways, I guess we'll try to see what's at the end of these catacombs in the next episode, see if we can find more bits for our staff that we're trying to put together, and then hopefully find the end so we can defeat the Warlock Lord. Meantime, this is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Auf Wiedersehen. It's gut. Tschüss.